Louie, everybody. Give it up for Louie.
Thank you, guys. I'm actually a virgin. I've never been to this before, so it's amazing. So my typical Thursday night in college involved me going to the local pub and drinking until I was completely wasted and they kicked me out of the bar, and I would stumble home, and it just so happened on my block I lived where there was a convenience store. It's called the Open Pantry. I had made friends with the clerk there, Jesse, and I had a deal with them. Anything that was left on the rollers after bar time was fair game. So this particular night, I don't think I had dinner, and I was pretty hungry, and I walked in, and there was a cheddar wurst, a chorizo, a jumbo dog. It was heaven. And anything on the rollers are free. It didn't include condiments or buns, so I would always grab them with my hands and just start going to town on them. And this was a regular occurrence. This was nothing out of the ordinary, but apparently a different customer in the store must have seen me and thought this was odd activity, because the next thing I knew, a plainclothes officer was tapping me on the shoulder and asked me if I could come talk with him outside. And I'm sure we could talk, whatever. Can I bring my hot dog with me? And so we walked outside, and in my mind, I was over 21. I wasn't driving. I had a deal with Jesse. I wasn't stealing. It was a good. I didn't have anything that I was doing wrong, so I had nothing to be worried about. And I walked out. There was another plainclothes officer, and this one, he had his badge on the chain. And the first thing I thought was, "What are you, Martin Lawrence?" And cops don't have the best sense of humor at like 2:30 in the morning. So right off to the start, it wasn't very good. But they asked me, how much have you had to drink tonight? And I'm a modest guy. I told them I don't like to brag. And they said, well, we're going to give you a breathalyzer. Do you know how to take a breathalyzer? And of course I know how to take a breathalyzer. And I know what that sounds like, but no, my friend at home had bought one on the internet. We used to play who could max out the breathalyzer, and I won that many times. But that particular night, I didn't think that, I was that bad. So they gave me the breathalyzer. I blew 0.18. And I said, that's nothing, because I've blown much higher than that. And, I said, they said, where do you live? I live right around the corner. I thought they were just going to be like, go home, get some sleep, whatever. And they get on the radio. Subject has a slurred speech and a staggered gait. We're going to bring him in. And I was like, me? I've never done anything illegal in my life. This is crazy. But they told me they're going to bring me into protective custody, which sounds like, they're looking out for my best interest, but it's not until they slap the cuffs on you and shove you in the back of the squad car where you start going, wait a second here. So they drove me to Detox, which is actually a separate facility. They told me, I'm not under arrest. This is nothing on my record. I'm not going to get a ticket or anything, but I just got to sleep it off for the night. So they take your shoes, they take your belt, they take all your pocket contents, which mine consists of like a tube of chapstick. So all night my lips are super dry. And they walk me to a room where there's two beds. It kind of looks like a dorm room. There's just two twin beds. And they got those plasticky sheets on it, so if you shit yourself, that was a callback, then you don't have to clean the sheets. So I said, okay, well, aren't you gonna pump my stomach or give me charcoal pills, or you brought me all the way in here? And they're like, no, just go to bed. So I lay down and I passed out. I woke up at about 4 a.m. and I was starving because I didn't get to finish all my chorizos. And I walked up to the front and I said, do you have anything to eat here? And they said, you gotta wait till the morning, whatever. So I went back to bed and I passed out and I woke up about 10 a.m. And now I was really hungry. I went up to the front and I was like, great, time for breakfast. And they said, oh, we came by at 7 and you weren't up. At Detox, they come by at 7. But it was okay because, like I had said, it was a Thursday night. So this was Friday. And at about 11:30, they came around. It was Friday fish fry, and I mean, this was awesome. They had fish. I had a salad, coleslaw, crisp cut fries, Oreo cookies, and milk for the dessert. They even give you vitamins because you're all dehydrated. I never take vitamins. I thought that was great. And the guy, the roommate I had, he was still drunk, so I got his fish dinner too. And I was eating it. This was great. And the whole time I was thinking, man, why don't homeless people come here? Because it was nice and warm. Anyway, they kept me there till about 3:30. They keep you there about 12 hours. And then they have an exit interview with you, and they give you this sheet that says, "What's a kid like me doing in a place like this?" Because there were some people there who were fucked up, and I was just hungover, and I want to go home. And you know, they said, just watch yourself, don't eat the hot dogs. It's probably good advice, but my mom had to come pick me up. That was nice, but my mom's understanding. So anyway, it wasn't until I was walking out the door and they say, "Well, here's your bill." And I said, "Bill, I didn't do anything illegal." And they said, "You have to pay for your night's stay here." And it was over $400. So that was definitely the most expensive hot dog I've ever eaten in my life.